Ooh, shit. But get my voice together. All right, let's get it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This your boy, your rich Uncle Mike.
And it's your boy Relly Ain't No Fucking
And this is
Good.
the motherfucking Can't Get Right podcast, season 2, episode 2. Free my nigga Taxstone.
Free tax. We back.
We back. We told y'all we was coming. You know how it be. We niggas, so you know how it be.
Exactly.
But if you don't know who my nigga Taxstone is, my nigga Taxstone is an outspoken nigga from that way that started doing this podcast shit and really took it on some other shit for niggas, like us to like, oh, okay, we can fuck with that shit. It ain't only the old cornball ass white dudes or whatever. So, we seen that from my nigga Taxstone, and he took us on interviews, his podcast, and then, now he's sitting down doing some real nigga time. So we dedicating this episode to him, because we come from the Taxstone branch of this shit. So,
Yep. Shout out Tax, man. Tax was, man, I used to be an armed security guard, so I was working in a security guard too at college apartments and things of that nature. And Tax podcast used to get me through them third shifts, man. Like them
Top
shits
flight.
was some of the rawest, realest shits. He used to be real, just unadulterated, uncanny. He didn't hold his tongue. Real opinionated, kind of like how we vibing over here. Just saying what we want, doing what we want. So free Tax, shout out Tax, man. Hold your head. Don't let none of that sucker shit suppress you or hold you down, man. You've been doing your thing. You've been an influencer. We're going to carry the flag. So let's get it. Let's get into the show, Slime. So, it's been, I know, probably like now people have been able to live with it for a week now. We've been a little late, but the Bucks winning the motherfucking Super Bowl, my dog Tom Brady proving that he's not a system quarterback. He also, the people he brought back along, Gronk, AB, niggas of that nature, people of that nature, he done put them in a position now to getting their careers and lives back, man. So shout out to the Bucks winning the Super Bowl. I told people Brady was gonna cut
nigga,
the fuck
I told
up.
You.
You did, but I knew it. I've been rooting with him. I've been rooting with
you
dog.
Knew it, but
You said it.
Did his thing.
He did
Brady
his fucking
is
thing.
The guy to reinvent yourself. To if Brady fuck with you enough to allow you to come around him and be able to reinvent yourself, you good. Don't fuck that up. And
exactly.
AB took the opportunity that was given to him, and he did what he had to do.
Man, shout out to AB, man. Going into that, like I said, we're gonna get more in the depth with the AB situation. AB redemption story is dope, man. Like they vilified this man, they put this man, in the dump. They was trying to like kill him off. Yeah, they were trying to get him all the way the fuck out the way. Test his mental, his faith, his spirit, everything. They was trying to break that man because of the antics and the goofy shit he was doing. And they was kind of trying to show you, like, what we giveth, we'll taketh kind of thing. Like, that's how the football got that slave mentality. The NFL got that slave mentality where they going to control you off the field, on the field, whatever. And they'll take it away from you. They really the only sport you see that really be taking people careers when you're not really conforming to how they want you to move for the most part. So, for AB to have Tom Brady vouch for him, and, Tom ain't really caring about being likable and all that. He trying to win, so he want dogs. That's why Tom got that, that anti-hero kind of vibe. He don't go for the all-American. He just like winning. He don't say he perfect. He go get them dogs that can play. Your character and all that, hey, as long as you moving right with me.
As long as you ain't fucking up The
You ain't
team
fucking up the
morale.
team morale. You worry about whatever. Stay out of trouble good. And sometimes you need them type of people in your presence. And I know people looking at it like, oh, Tom Brady, the great white hope, the savior for AB. It ain't even that. It's just the opportunity present itself, and it just happened to be from Tom Brady, a white man, whatever. But at the end of the day, it ain't about that. Sometimes it's just about getting back on because you done fucked up, and AB knew he fucked
He
up.
knew he
But now he
fucked
got a
up.
ring. He got a
And he performed.
750,000. He performed. He performed. He caught a touchdown, and he got a 750,000 bonus, man. So you can't beat it, man. So shout out to the boy AB for getting the fuck back on, man. You know what I mean? Like, because they really trying to kick us, man. When we be fucking down, and they wasn't trying to help lift him up. And what be sad is a lot of them black analysts are Uncle Toms, because the NFL got a lot of the Uncle Tom analysts and a lot of the Uncle Tom type vibes. They don't got the cool dudes like the NBA. A lot of them NFL ex-players be lame as hell. They be trying to fit and conform to standards so they can stay on ESPN, stay on Fox,
Exactly.
stay over here.
Keep
They
a
stay
job.
in good graces. Exactly. NBA cats don't be caring because they made more money and
Long
they're able
money.
to provide. They be able to provide more opportunities. It look like just what it looked like. If you're not Deion Sanders or one of the big NFL cats from back in the day, it's kind of
Exactly.
like Deion Sanders, the only one that really to me be like looking cool out of NFL cats. Like he just do a lot of cool shit. You can tell he kept his bag together and shit, you know. So other than that, a lot of NFL cats lame and be kissing ass to stay on. But you know, for AB, for my dog AB, man, I'm hoping that he gets signed back 2 years, 15, 20 M's or something, and he able to really, you know, keep winning and doing his thing, and maybe even bust up in the Hall of Fame and laugh at these gumps because they want to see you down when you're a boss
They
like
want to
this.
see you down. And what did I say? He's certified now. They
He's
can't take that shit
certified.
away. He's
You can't
certified.
take it, man. He done did everything. He
Come
done
on,
been
man.
all Pro Bowl. He done had 7 seasons of 1,300 or 1,400 yards or more, and he done did all the shit. He done won a Super Bowl.
Talk to him, big folks.
Come on, now you know what we doing, Slime. You know what we doing, man. We gonna always get a kudos to the real ones because we the underdogs, the adverse. That's where we come from. So we always gonna root for them. So I love to see that. On top of that, Gronk, my guy too. Gronk, a fun-loving, cool cat. 4 Super Bowls. You can't hate him. He don't do no lame shit. He do him, and he chilling. You know, everywhere he go, he be winning. And you see Gronk be playing the little babies and all that, man. Like he be vibing. Him and Tom,
Exactly.
cool white dudes who be vibing. They don't be. That's why, like, and they don't be showing a lot of y'all that because y'all wouldn't know how to handle it. But real talk,
what
they be
motherfuckers
closer.
don't
They be
understand,
closer with black people than white people. Do you really know? They really
just don't
like
do
the
it all the
vibe.
time.
They just don't do it on because they know y'all will judge them and look at them away and fuck up their bag. So they play the role. But for real, they be around probably more black people or people of just ethnic and different vibes, and you probably even know whatever because AB living in the house with him. You ain't never heard of none of his other teammates living with him like that.
No. They got to be around your kids, your wife, your family. You not, no matter what. If you fucking with somebody like that, that say something to everybody.
Exactly.
They like, if he letting this nigga stay in his house and this nigga acting up and acting a motherfucking fool and talking all this crazy shit about these white hoes and all this shit, and he letting this nigga stay in his house, he must see something in this nigga. And if Tom say it's okay, it's okay.
It's so
And that's how they rock.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how they rock. All the abuse charges and the way y'all try to, like I said, vilify him and massacre his reputation and who he is without any proof. But then we got this big goofball doofus country trailer park trash looking dude, Chad Wheeler, who sits here and beats a black woman to death, and y'all barely report something.
Barely report on it.
Y'all barely report on it. Go ahead, Slime, because I'm hot on that.
Yeah, hot as fuck. I see how you was getting into him on it. But not only allegedly for AB, my man Chad Wheeler, he pled it not guilty, and I didn't hear nothing on it. It was silent. Like you damn near had to go, if you was like looking into it and following it, you had to go find it. It wasn't everywhere like how AB alleged shit was everywhere. That shit was everywhere. They was always fucking with this nigga everywhere. I ain't seen one video of this white nigga. All I seen was pictures of the nigga. I haven't seen no video. Nobody trying to interview him, nothing,
him, nothing. It's all under the bridge.
And you know more about him. What team do he play for? What team?
He play for the Seahawks, man. And it's like, that's why Russell won't out of there. It's like, you beating women but can't block, goofy. Like, what the fuck? He done got sacked 400
times. And we forgot
the
the whole part. It's a black woman.
Exactly. Then you beating on a black woman. So you see how they do when AB and them dating these Caucasian women, these white women, the abuse charge get hit, or the Kareem Hunts or the Tyreek Hills, or when they dealing with them white women and they do that with them, it's instantly boom, it's over. You get what I'm saying? Even though them two don't bounce back, it's instantly you on ESPN, instantly you a woman beater, da 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 da, woo woo. They all day sports cycle until you redeem yourself, get over your suspension, go to your rehabs, and win a championship on the team, and you help them, whatever.
And
You
get back
still
in their
remember
good graces, they
exactly
gonna remember that forever.
them. Remember Big Ben? Big Ben was over there filling on hoes and filling on touching people and doing shit he wasn't supposed to. Little weird pillow
So you
dicky
can't
head
trust
looking
niggas
ass
that wear them
goofy
hats to
head.
the back all the
Can't
time
trust
like that.
Can't trust people with ass chins with beards and shit, like big goofy catchers mid face motherfuckers. You can't trust old big goofy like him. So he gets drunk and he be violating women, I bet. You know what I mean? That's what the alleged rumor was. Like, dude was doing that. What they do, because he the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he a white man, they covered the shit up.
Nice.
And moved it along, man. But what do they do to Cosby? They put shit from the 60s and 70s all over the motherfucking table like it happened yesterday. This man abused this woman, her nose busted. She looked like a fucking grape. Like, she looked like her shit was fucked up. And they didn't report on it. Social media had to stand up and report it. And then they said it, and still now I don't see it on there nonstop. They still talking about
and period. This
shit.
Nigga ain't being affected. He's not being seen nowhere.
Exactly.
He's somewhere ducked off, and wherever he at with his cheese, and he on vacation right now, chilling.
Exactly. With his lawyer handling all that.
Exactly.
You think he's sitting somewhere crying and shit? This gonna blow over, because white abuse is different than black abuse. Because once you're a black man of status, you must follow certain guidelines and codes to keep that status. And that's the difference between us. They can make mistakes. They can, because I heard a great thing from Earthquake. He said a black man need in America life insurance, health insurance, bail money, and retainer. And that's what 9 times out of 10 a white man has that a black man probably doesn't have.
And that's why him and Vlad was arguing, because Vlad was talking from a white man's business perspective of business aspect, and that's why he wasn't going for what you mean that show made him. He was already what he was before that show. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was adamant about that. He was, you know what I'm saying, on him about that. But
they be wanting to categorize you or put you in a box of where they feel comfortable. Like, they'll create a narrative and paint a narrative and try to distort the past with their own beliefs. And that's what Vlad do a lot too. He kind of tries to distort history and create it in the narrative for him where it's comfortable for him or he like it, where it's usually him painting black people in an unsavory light or bullies or vilifying them or, laughing at them. But I don't hear him doing that with Russian people. I don't hear him doing that so much with other cultures. It's because a lot of people get into black culture and they want to be a part of it, and they're corny and lame and they don't know how to adapt to it. So what they do is they criticize and pick at it. That's what you get people like him and these culture vultures and people like that. Like a culture vulture come in and categorize, or not categorize.
What a lame dude.
Capitalize.
Try to make whatever it is not
exactly.
Cool.
Try to make it not cool, but also capitalize off of the shit without really having to put into the shit. Because at the end of the day, you got a bunch of cats that ain't from these areas, places and shit that's dictating and saying a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So that's what be going on when we got them type of people. So then the Chad Wheelers ain't held accountable because we got people first of all, as black people, we put ourselves in positions where we get fucked, and then we let these people play with us and create the narrative, and then we feed into it. We think it's cool, where he's, like you said, ducked off, low-key lawyer, retainer. He's good. He's chilling. He's not worried about it. Like and how a black person who's spending all this money, you acting like a fucking clown, you acting a goofy, you spending this bag, you act like this bag ain't gonna be cut off, and then when the bag is cut off, you start seeing shit crumbling, and then they gotta come crawl back. You feel what I'm saying? They gotta crawl back. You gotta apologize. You gotta get up there and cry. You gotta look like a goofy. You gotta be criticized.
You gotta bend the knee.
You gotta bend your ass. That's what a lot of them do too. Bend them asses over to get their ass back in position on some weirdo shit. Pause. But that's what a lot of motherfuckers do. They bend like suckers because motherfuckers is in love with lifestyles. Motherfuckers is addicted to money and the lifestyles and clout and status. And them people will take it away once you piss them off. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Or if you a certain individual and you put yourself in a position for them to play with your character when you had a good character, when you an endorsement magnet, when you that guy, if they can find a way to paint you as an abuser, a drug addict, a fucking weirdo, a goofy, dummy, retard, slow, whatever they can try to paint you as, and instead of them my bad, somebody called. instead of instead of them being able to just uplift you about your talents and shit, they want to speak about the negative shit. Ray Rice got folded up quick. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers like that. They folded him up quick because he folded a female up in 38 seconds. And then he picked her up.
It ain't even that he folded. He didn't pick her up. He dragged that bitch.
Did he pick her up? I can't remember. Some of them goofy ass football players done did that. I be forgetting how many, what they done fucking did.
Your bitch taller than you and she get knocked out. That's dead weight. That's way bigger than you, no matter how strong you is. So he couldn't really
exactly. He couldn't do nothing with her. Dragged her, couldn't pick her up. It's like, damn, you run through line and you can't pick this dead body up. That's what I'm saying. Then it's like, man, kids gonna see a lot of weird shit online about their parents, man. That's just what the game gonna be in 25 years. But yeah, to sum it all up though, black abuse, white abuse, just in my opinion, of course, we get magnified because that's what the culture has always said, that black men are abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. So when shit come out about us, especially when we're in position, that's what they do. That's why we love the LeBrons, the Currys, the dudes that stay out the way, knock on wood, because them the guys that lead us out here, and them the guys that they ain't,
you can say ain't no chinks in their armor.
Exactly. At least not publicly. We know personally they ain't probably not be the greatest motherfucker in the world, but
it ain't leaked out.
So that's
even that shit with Bronny smoking, that shit was quick and gone, like how it would be with white motherfuckers. Yeah. One and gone. You never seen it no more, heard it no more, nothing.
I'm just waiting for my boy LeBron just to retire so he had a 20-year career.
See what he gonna do after.
No fumbles. Yup, no fumbles. And he could be like Magic. Magic had the HIV shit, but Magic was cool and chilling for most of his career too. You know what I mean? At the most, what come up, you might have been cheating on your wife. That ain't nothing nowadays. You know what I mean? That's minimum. Women accept that shit nowadays when you got a certain lot of money and status anyway.
$1 billion enterprise.
You see what Chris Brown said? I'm single, but with a girlfriend. That's the new hot shit. When you got a bag, you single with a girlfriend. That is what it is. It is what it is.
That's what motherfuckers selling it for.
Yeah, that's what they selling it for. But yeah, that suck ass shit Chad Willard did. Fuck you, Goofy. And I hope that you lose your career, your bag, and everything for what you did to that Black Queen, you fucking moofy.
Talk to that man.
We done talking about you fat, goofy, greasy.
Yeah, we gonna slide into what I'm thinking is a resurgence of the black cinema. Some 90s shit.
Yeah, it's feeling like the 90s and the movies is not just perpetuating street shit. Like the 90s, we grew up on the street films and the black, not all of them, but black comedies and shit. And I think now we getting the resurgence of black cinema, but like movies with more depth and content too. I feel like the One Night in Miami, the Regina King movie where she, talking with Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke. I think that's definitely dope. I'm definitely waiting to check that out. I checked out half of Judas. It's good. I'm seeing where people are feeling conflicted at with the whole informant shit, but that's how history was, or kind of was, whatever it was. So it's a movie. Enjoy it for what it is, But you see that, you see Ma Rainey, Madam C.J. Walker, like a lot of the biopics and a lot of the movies just we've been getting. It feel like a resurgence. Like ever since Black Panther kind of like took off and made that Billy, it's been feeling like we had a resurgence. Now, I don't think we having a resurgence where we getting them Boys in the Hoods, Menace to Society, those type of films. We getting a different type. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Malcolm and Marie was a movie that typically would have been a white people concept, but it was dope because it was done in black people layman's terms, basically. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It was done on a black side in the introspective in a black relationship, and I thought it was dope. Shorty I was watching it with, she wasn't a fan of it, you know. So I seen it for what it is because I'm older, I think a little bit older. So I just was like, this is a different concept. And I'm a movie buff. So it's like, I like different concepts for black people. I don't like when we do the same prototypical cornball shit like drug movies. And, if they don't have a different concept to them, I don't really like just the prototypical black movie. You know what I mean? So I do think like I don't think it's like the 90s, which was the golden era of black film. But I do think this is definitely a resurgence. We getting way more films. I watched a Photograph. I'm trying to, it's kind of slow motion. It ain't no Love Jones kind of vibe. It don't have a sauce like a Love Jones because Love Jones is kind of like that where it's one of them kind of movies, where it's layered and you gotta listen.
Yeah.
But it's
You gotta
cool.
really watch it to really.
You gotta really watch it to
You know
get
what
into
I'm
it
saying?
in and know what's going on. So, but with Love Jones, you got motherfuckers like Bill Bellamy and other people that carry the movie and keep you, knee along and shit. So it's not just all just poems and shit. You
Love
kind of
and
kept a love
turtleneck
and
sweaters and
turtlenecks, yeah,
all
and
that
tight
type of
ass
shit.
slacks and shit, and open toe sandals and shit. It ain't all
Niggas
that
with no
all day.
line. Lorenz Tate didn't have no line. He had crow feet. Niggas wasn't getting their hairline like.
Oh man,
I didn't want to get into that, but
Darius.
niggas know. Man.
But yeah, I do think. What's some of your favorite movies you've been seeing? I say I liked the Malcolm and Marie. And
I ain't seen only thing I seen. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that Coming to America 2 really to see
definitely
what that's hitting on. They trying to hit us with a big budget, a big cast, old cast, new cast. Like they trying to hit us with shit, but it's like I want to see what it's hitting for because it's like that should be, that's a cover up.
That movie that movie is so iconic and so embedded in culture and black culture, and it's one of the greatest movies ever. So I'm trying to, go into it with an open mind, but of course it's gonna be hard when we grew up seeing that movie 300 million times.
300 million times. I look at that
how it every time.
How white people look at A Christmas Story that play on Christmas and all that shit a million times.
Yeah.
With my man narrating at the little boy, Ralphie getting his tongue stuck, shooting his eye out, and all that. His dad with the leg, the leg, like all that shit, bro. I look at
that's how I look at Coming
to America like that.
Or like Home Alone,
yeah,
exactly. Shit like that. This iconic classic movie. So to bring back, yes, majority of the new cast, majority of the old cast, and then to intertwine them with new people like Tiana Taylor and Wesley Snipes, and bringing in, people we know.
But I you know how I am. I'm critical on like certain people with certain roles. If I just that ain't you.
Who you a little concerned about?
I'm not
Tiana
feeling.
Taylor?
No, I'm not feeling who they playing as the son. That's who I seen. That one lame ass weird nigga as the son.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was, and to me that's the X factor of the whole movie, because it gotta be
he's gonna be a pivotal part if he's the son. It has
to be if you're the son, because to me the son has to carry the movie. It's moving on to the next generation.
Or what is we talking about?
Yeah, or what is we? The son gotta kind of take over, and him and Eddie gotta be somebody that's magnetic and hit the screen and make us like, oh, this what's up. Like how Bad Boys, we didn't know what to expect. Let's be honest. Bad Boys ain't been out in almost 20 years. So
I was hesitant on that.
I was a little hesitant too.
These
like,
niggas a little chunky. You know how
this? Yeah, they chunky now.
And shit.
Yeah, they done been using Viagra about 5 years. So it's like, these motherfuckers old now. Martin, he looked like he a cheeseburger away from Weight Watchers contract. So I'm like, he little and fat. So I'm like, God damn, where they going? And the movie had a good concept, and it made sense for where they was at. And
it did. They made it make sense.
In that franchise, it made it make sense. So I'm hoping Coming to America. But then I'm giving Eddie the benefit of the doubt because Eddie been on a nice run. Like, Dolomite was hard as shit. So it's like, you gotta make a movie just as good as that, like, or if not better, because this is iconic, man. You talking about Coming to America, like this movie made $140-50 million in 1988. So it's like this ain't no joke. This is real shit that not just black people, but white people, Mexicans, everybody is waiting to see, like, okay, on March 5th, what is Amazon finna put on the screen and say, Coming to America 2? They shot it. We hear you shot it in Rick Ross' house. You did all that, but none of that shit don't matter. It's about that script, and it's about where you taking this movie.
Exactly.
If it's stale and lame, people gonna be like, you gotta take this shit. Now, I wish it would have came out in theaters because it would have been shot on a different
camera. It ain't nothing like that theater feeling.
It ain't nothing like that theater feel.
It's
in a theater
like
can
that
make you like a movie
and you high.
Exactly. You got a slushy on top, and you with a little BI. You got your little BI with you, something you can put your hands on and all that. It's a good vibe in a movie theater, so it's like we losing that.
Whoa, folks! I was just talking about watching a movie. You putting hands on people. Ain't even gonna see the movie if you get that going. So
hey,
I'm talking about getting it tapped in tune with the movie, like locked in on some theater.
That's what the fuck I was talking about. Shit, that's how you get it. Everybody get in tune a different way.
Yeah, they do. So you don't really watch the movie. You catch what you catch. I feel it.
I watch a movie and make a movie. You gotta get it in where you get in. Time.
You remember, you know the kids that they would have to get in where they fit in. If you out at the mall and you with your bitch, you gotta get your little 2s and 3s. That's where you can get it. That's where y'all meet and greet place at. That's where
y'all lying. Shit. Get it necking, get it checking. But yeah, we definitely hoping that the movie presents itself how it's
Man, I be hoping for my people not to look crazy when we fucking with our iconic shit, to not fuck it up. So I'm really hoping and praying that my nigga Eddie, Eddie is one of my niggas that, like, he funny, like he nigga funny. He not just white people funny. He like a goat, like that nigga funny. So I just be rooting for him. And I'm knowing he gonna do right. He gonna do right, man. He a perfectionist, bro. Yeah, he good for it. That's why he got longevity. Yeah.
I didn't know Nutty Professor was gonna be good. I didn't know that Dr. Doolittle. I didn't know that Daddy Day.
All that goofball shit.
All that goofball shit.
And speaking of goofball shit,
what's going on?
Shit of the week is the shit with my nigga Meek. Can't catch a beat, and 6ix9ine the Cheese Man. Why out of everybody the Cheese Man pick Meek? The fuck Meek cannot.
Man, that shit so Tom and Jerry.
Meek gotta come on because Meek can't get right. Fuck. Meek can't get right.
He getting fucked over, man. He getting fucked over.
No matter what he do, it just be looking bad.
He at the point that when he in a room, I know that most of the like rappers and celebrities and figures in there sneak this and probably like
they look at him like like the female is always in some shit.
Yeah.
She always in some little runner that's always some shit. She be crispy, got some little money, but she always in some shit. She get emotional. But
it go back to what you've been saying for a long time, like, shit, it really don't matter if you got the bag or status if, like, internally you lame. You know?
It's going to show eventually, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter. And it's like, once you become a certain status and you doing shit, like, when you that old on the internet trying to prove shit, and then it's like, why does he feel comfortable playing with you like that?
That's all I'm saying.
Like, look, ain't the toughest in the world, but you should never feel comfortable like waiting for nobody and use a rat. You ain't even built like that. You're
not gonna play because you don't know what I'm on. It might be.
You don't know what I'm on.
It may be a problem for you, and really don't be wanting problems. So it ain't an easy kill for sure. He coming like, why is he picking you to play with like you on something? You know what I'm saying? Even it ain't about him doing that. It's like, why is he picking you to play with?
Exactly.
Anybody else, anywhere.
He don't play with nobody else like that.
Playing with you.
He out there, and then it's like, we in a weird day and age. Like back in our day, that would have been a straight scuffle. It wouldn't even
that would have been
security would have got
phone, all that phone guns
would have been phones. He getting hit over the top of the head with something.
He said, what y'all trying to do? Put me in jail? What y'all trying to get me in trouble?
But it ain't even that.
Talking. He said, y'all some weirdos. Y'all trying to get me in trouble?
Exactly.
What is you doing?
Yeah, that's what he trying to do. He riding on his whole crew. What the fuck you think he on? He don't give a fuck.
And now he out here saying, oh, y'all thought I wasn't going to be able to get out. I wasn't going woo-woo. I wasn't going to
pull it up on you.
Out here, I'm in the clubs, and
I pulled up
running up on y'all niggas, and ain't nothing happening to me.
Ain't nothing happening. So he just, again, where people's mission, where now that hip hop done been around so long and now it done been exposed to certain levels, you get these nerds, weird, goofy lames that never could be a part of the culture. Their whole job now is to expose the culture. Like, it's basically like, y'all wanted to kick it with him and he ain't really that cool. Like, he wear his clothes. You know, like, you know how you get it for real though. Like, you know how I'd be like, okay, like even if you cool or something, you might be poor low key, you might not have, you know what I mean, whatever may be the case, you know, like as kids, however your status is to your social world don't always add up to your private life, how you really live or how your
Exactly, or
parents raised
financially.
you or financially. So it's just like growing up, like this dude might have been cool, he might have had the bitches, he might have had all that, but it's like he poor or his mom is a prostitute or dad a fiend or something. And when somebody trying to point out a downfall or and ruin you because of your status or just because of how you seen the other people, that's basically where we at in hip
Yeah.
hop. We at where they want to expose it so you don't look at it no way, where you don't look at it like it's credible or it's the streets, and then it's deeper where they
like
trying to make the
academics.
streets look mythical. They trying to act the streets,
Exactly.
the shit going on in the streets.
A la
mythical.
academics. He's played a big part in all
This
of that.
fat goofy man, fat. Goofy
I heard
man,
him, bro. He expounded on the Meek and Tekashi shit, and this is what he tried to do. He tried to be this is how he tried to win with hood niggas and street niggas. He tried to outsmart them. So he trying to play he reporting on the situation, not on no unbiased shit. He trying to be fair, but then he's saying, "Come on, Meek. Now you know you ain't you ran up on Safari and woo doo woo and you saying all this in your raps, but you when people testing you're not it's nothing happened. You're not performing. So it's like he's still owning, but then you saying like, I mean, ain't nobody gonna touch him. So what he ratted, but ain't nobody gonna touch him. He's showing that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him at the same time. So it's like you can't really do that, and it's like niggas like him allowed to do that type of shit now. And once he got certified, he made all the people like him. Now they feel certified, and their voices got even stronger, and their numbers got stronger, and they out here now, and
because it's more lame. It's more lames and weirdos than it is cool people. My bad, but it's more lames. And so when you got more lames to gather up to go against a cool cause, the lames gonna win. And a lot of people on the internet lame as dog shit. So
and they gonna try to outwin you, the niggas that ain't got enough wit and smarts and game to outweigh the analytics and the knowledge. They about to try to hit you with shit you know about, but they try to tell it to you in a way to make you sound stupid and look stupid. You gonna lose with them. I love when them niggas try to come at anything. I be on what's cracking. I do
tear your soul up.
I do that in my sleep. What's popping?
Soul
that's just how that shit be, man. So we gotta like the ones that's still right. They gotta take control of shit, man. So it make it hard for the goofies. That's basically what they gotta do. And speaking of like hip hop, which is black based, predominantly black. We was talking about black people and screaming black people supporting black businesses support each other, woo. And it's like, that's cool. I love it. I love to hear it. I'm a nigga, I like to see shit. I don't like talking. And all I be seeing is motherfuckers support people to a certain extent, or if they support certain people. You doing it, I'm not supporting you, but I'm gonna support this motherfucker that I don't know where this is, but I'm gonna support this. Like, I got an example, like in our city, we had, a nigga we both know, he got him some vending machines, threw him in the place he working at, but somebody did something to the machines or did some weird shit, and it's like, that's hating shit that people do. That's not supporting. It's like, if that would have been Ronnie, the white dude machine, they would have been buying shit and treating it like it's somebody else's machine, like it came with the company. But since they know it's you, and we know you from when we knew you, so they want to be lame and not support your shit or do lame shit to it. That's not supporting. That's hater shit. Motherfuckers be hating.
Yeah, man, people only comfortable with you when you're in arm's reach, when you in arm's
Exactly.
length. They not comfortable with you elevating, being above them. They want you to be on the same level, same playing
Same
field.
level.
They don't know people. A lot of people ain't
Oh,
comfortable with you ascending and being above them or having something they don't, or being in a
they
different
be like, you thought of that and I
lane.
couldn't think of that? Hell no.
Exactly, and that's what it is. It's like that too. It's that crab in a barrel mentality that our culture just have and entrenched in. Like again, everybody be trying to get out, so the ideas to people seem limited. So then when somebody come with something that's smooth or a different way of getting some bread or income or whatever, especially when it come to money. When it come to money and status, black people is crabs. They don't really want to see the next one above. Like you could see like a bunch of women be out and then they'd be like, it'll be one girl like that giving her kudos, like she cute, but they be like, she ain't shit though. She be getting hit by him, or
Like, damn, the
you know,
bitch just can't be just
she
cute for
poor. Be
right
like,
now when they
damn,
said
I
she was
just said
cute.
she was cute. Like, no,
Damn.
that was it.
You
Damn, when your bitch
hating.
can't
That's
be
hate.
cute, that's hating, man. But that's what people do, man. That's what people do. They can't. They give you a backhand compliment, or they can't give you your kudos, or somebody,
And niggas
or
do it
somebody.
too. Cause a motherfucker be
Oh
like,
yeah.
what do you do? Man, he lame as dog shit, whole ass nigga. And it's like that shit
Mm-hmm.
be true sometime, but it be like,
Yeah. Yeah, you could have
it
kept
depend
it.
on
You could
how it's
have kept
coming
it.
from you.
Yeah.
If it's coming
Right.
like on some with malice and like ill intent, that's hate. If you joking and
Mm-hmm.
you whatever, and it's cool or whatever, but it's like if you really on that, if you a nigga or a bitch that really be like saying shit and doing shit like that with hate behind it, you a hater, and you know that,
Mm-hmm.
and you hate that you a hater. But
And
there ain't
that's
shit you
why,
can do
yeah.
about it because you was raised by like that. That's all you saw. You saw somebody that you grew up, you was enamored by, you looked at a certain way, you saw them hating and you hate because you saw that. You can't
Exactly.
help it now. Now that you see like, damn, this shit ain't cool. You can't help it because you a fucking hater. So it's like,
Cause I look, just think about it. I like growing up. We liked the chicken coop. We liked it. Lee's what famous. We like. What about what other? Oh, Fish Express shit like that. None of that shit is owned by black people, and we eat that shit
eat the
daily.
skin off
We
of it.
eat the skin
But
off,
if
and we
a
don't know. And
nigga
them
has
people,
some shit, they
they
not
do
gonna
though.
support it all the way.
So that's what I'm saying. The same way motherfuckers at Fish Express, you need to be at Wing Heaven Dips. Like
Exactly.
you
Let
know
my
that, and
nigga
you
eat
know them
shit.
people. You know what I'm saying? You know
Exactly.
them people. So it's like you grew up with them. It don't matter if they're your best friends or if you from different sides of
That
towns. It's
same
like
money
it
y'all
didn't
niggas put
matter,
into
right?
all
Chicken
them
coop,
niggas for years, and
man.
them is hunkies that don't even fuck with nobody.
Don't
They
even fuck with us.
if they could put some shit in their shit and still know they was gonna make the business they was gonna make and put a sign in their shit that they only dealing with certain customers, they would do that shit.
Exactly.
Period.
And
So it's
if you
like put
don't,
that same shit that you putting in them into us.
and us, and that's because when I go home, I'm trying Wing Heaven and dips off top. I don't want nothing else in the city because it's like I don't. I'm not gonna eat Fish Express if it's somebody black that I know that's somebody I might know or grew up with or whatever may be the case that they run something like that. And I don't want no this kind of shit. I want to support because I want to see you grow. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
more or less, I'm gonna be going over there. If it's busting, that's perfect. Support because let's be honest, Chicken Coop wasn't always busting.
And you
You
still
know
go
what I mean?
back. You
Fish
hate
Express
on
wasn't
them, you
always
be
busting,
disgruntled, and you still go back. Hate
and you
on
still
us,
go
be
back.
disgruntled with us and come back. Period. Period. If you
Exactly.
if you it's a shirt company, you don't like the shirt this kind, talk your shit, but come back, do business again. If motherfuckers not doing bad, I'm not saying just fuck with everybody. If niggas doing bad business, niggas is rude, disrespectful, not you know what I'm saying, working as a business, don't fuck with them. But if
Yeah,
motherfuckers good and
because
do business right
Polo,
and they got
Gucci, Jordan
quality
had bad
and they getting
seasons.
better, work with them. You gotta make
Jordan
they shit Jordan, Polo. You gotta
Jordan
make
had
they shit
bad
that.
seasons, more bad
Yes.
quality shoes, and you
Yes.
still gonna go buy whatever
Still
you
gonna go
took
buy
6
them
months
bitches,
later.
man.
Jordan could have trash ass shoes, but them 11s come out in December, you gonna still go get them, and they could be trash. So it's like that's what we gotta put back into our own culture and our own people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hello.
definitely, bro. Yeah,
So
I'm
that's what
here.
I'm saying. Oh, I'm just making sure. But I'm going. I'm like I said. I'm trying black owned. That's what I'm supporting. It don't matter if I know you, if we cool, none of that. I don't even care about all that. If you make good food, here my $12. Give me my 12 wings and fries with the hot sauce, honey mustard, and we good. You know, I go to Dips. I heard they got the soul food shit. Let me get the soul food joints that I want. We good. You know, so more. I don't put a lot of emphasis on it. You know what I mean? Now I ain't gonna lie. Like the city we come from. they thirst for support but don't reciprocate the energy. So that's why a lot of shit don't really ever level up.
We got a little city with big city dreams. Everybody
exactly,
we do big
everybody
city
want to be
shit,
bigger
but
than
it's little.
exactly, and everybody want to be bigger than the next.
So
you know, I ain't say everybody, but a lot of people.
You know,
a lot of people.
You doing that? We all about to do it.
Exactly.
Oh, you doing that? We all about to do it. It's like nobody can like, oh, they doing that. Let's support that, and then think our own shit. Let's support that. It's like everybody want to do the same shit.
Cause I'm confident in my shit. You gotta be confident in you.
That's all it be, bro.
They gonna bust doing chicken. They gonna bust selling ribs. They gonna bust fixing cars. They gonna bust doing daycares over here. That's dope. Like everybody gonna bust doing something different and live how they want to live.
Exactly.
You gotta stop being so insecure about other people's goals, dreams, and motivation.
And
just
think outside the box.
And think outside the box, man.
Stop thinking like everybody else. Don't
exactly.
Like everybody want to be an individual, original, but you thinking like the next motherfucker. You waiting on the next motherfucker to see what's the next thing to think about instead of thinking about some shit in your own head that you came up with. That's just you. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like that you can say like, I thought of that shit right there. I came up with that.
Exactly. Just like my homie, man. I grew up with my homie Steve on Jeff Way. You know what I mean? So I grew up with Steve. He an older cat. And at the time, like me and him was both, I was like a younger cat growing up, becoming an adult. He was like an older cat, like 25, 6, not an older, but like young older. And at the time, I'm probably like 17, 16, 18. Slide on him, go work out. We smoke squares, whatever may be the case, whatever. So at this time, he done transitioned through a lot of different phases, got kids and shit. I see my man's now like busting, like doing his thing, living that life because it's all about them. Like he manifests that shit. He used to sit up when we was like really thinking and hustling and brainstorming and, you know, day to day just, you know, keep your homies keep you sane sometimes when you in fucked up spaces. And at the time, just being young, trying to figure out, you know, life and where to go and what's the trajectory, and you ain't want to be no lame bum. And he was the type of dude always motivate me, like, yo, you gotta do this, you good at this, stay at that. My dog on his own cleaning business. I just seen him. I ain't talked to him in a long time, probably like 8, 9 years, because we both moved and, you know, transition with life. But, you know, I see him on the social media and like he got his own business. Shout out to my boy Steve. His cleaning service, Zoo Base. Make sure you check that out if you need some good cleaning. But just that was, to me, that's inspiration. Like I grew up around, you know what I mean, cats like Baker who had their degrees and masters, and they was right around the corner. So, you know what I mean, the dudes around me just kind of, you know, I seen it's like, okay, cool, you can come from this and level up. But a lot of people don't look at it that way. They look at it, either they looking for instant gratification or they hating. That's either, you know, because they can't do whatever it is. Yeah. And, you know, I always been a congratulator. I always, no matter if we really the closest or not, I always appreciate success and just period. I just always appreciate somebody that's doing better than where they come from and what they was doing. Fuck. Period. So shout out to all the black-owned businesses in the zoo. Shout out to all the new LLCs. Shout out to everybody doing their fucking thing in the fucking city. The 269, the fucking zoo. Put some pride in that. When you speak on us, put some fucking.
And we got a motherfucking cookies in the building. Fucking.
And we got, man, shout out to that, man. Shout out
cookies too. I hit you niggas in the DM. Fuck with us. We gonna be shouting y'all shit out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cookies open,
we grow, y'all gonna grow, and we gonna do something with y'all.
Exactly. We want to do some partnership. We want to get in there and get some of that Gary Payton, some of that honey bun. Y'all dropping new shit every Pacquiao. So we want to see what it is. You know, I just think that's beautiful because the zoo never got a chance. Like the zoo is the most hated city in Michigan. If you don't know about Kalamazoo, go do your motherfucking research, man. We get hated on by every city, but every city is in our city trying to make their way.
And the ecstasy line video y'all see out there, that do not define the whole city. Don't do us like that.
Yeah, I know y'all be like,
don't play with me, bro.
Man, come on, we done brought college game day. We done brought the president to our city. Go look.
And I think the statute of limitations up on that motherfucker. Y'all can't hold us to that no more.
Yeah, y'all can't hold us to that no more. We ain't just known for the ecstasy line. Come on now. And we ain't just known for a lot of just wild shit you probably been hearing in the news and shit like this lately. But, you know, coming up...
We different, though. I will say, Kalamazoo motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? When we go different places, we different. We talk different. We dress different. We just got a different vibe to us. We not Detroit people. We not them. So motherfuckers that be thinking, like, Michigan, Detroit is not the only place there, nigga. Kalamazoo, nigga. That's where we at. That's where we from.
269.
We ain't nobody like us.
Nope.
Like, period. So
Kalamazoo is just a different type of city.
It's different, bro.
It's a different vibe. It's like it's a small city, but it's big and it's bigger. It's big and small. They got like 100,000, 125,000 people. You know what I mean? But it's the culture is just. You gotta be from that motherfucker and entrenched in that motherfucker to even know what time it is in that bitch. You know what I mean? So shout out to the zoo and shout out to the progression. Like we grew up in the zoo that was, way different than what it is now. So, just to see it grow to have a cookies and shit like that, that's known prominent shit that's in Cali and shit. We never see we in a place where you don't fathom that type of shit. You
Not
don't
that
see
type
that
of
coming.
shit.
Not that coming. And when we seen that, if it, I think it's real. I seen news articles, so I think it's verified. That coming, that's big for the city, man. That's big for the city. So my next thing I want to see is I want to see a black owned somebody from the city of Kalamazoo open up their own dispensary.
For real.
Put on so we can support that and you grow off that shit. That's what we need next. We need to keep making the moves.
Because the market here for it. They know it. If they bringing the cookies here, it's a market for it.
It's a
college. So all we need is a legal,
there.
beagle, steagle nigga to get his shit together and get all his shit and papers right so he can get his own dispensary and shit.
Yeah.
And we gonna support the fuck out that bitch.
We gonna support, man.
But you gotta have good strains. You gotta have good service and all of that.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. I'm big on that.
Yeah,
I'm supporting anything. It's gotta be
with your food, your clothes, your
period,
cosmetics, everything.
Make sure your shit on point.
Make sure your punctuality is there. Make sure your professionalism is there. Make sure your quality is there. When you do those three things, you probably gonna have a decent business. You know what I mean?
Period.
Black people have a hard time with those.
And no, just because it's your business, you can't whoop people just because you
you can't whoop people into submission because they don't want to buy your t-shirt, man. Damn. Make a cool t-shirt for a motherfucker.
Can't be arguing with people because it's your business.
People,
And you know what I'm saying? You gotta be professional.
Sacrifice.
It was a big business, a big
Sell your shirts for $5, $10. Sell your shirts for $15. Stop trying to sell them for $25, $30 because this dude's doing it. Or stop trying to do what everybody else doing. Be the dude that's giving out free shirts. Put them on people and take pictures. Spend $500 to make $5,000. You know,
find you a way to sell the same rocks that everybody else is selling.
Exactly. Be smarter. Okay, they do that. I'm gonna put my shirt on this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It take money. It take hustle. It take energy to have your own business. Just because you're the boss and you make the schedule is more than that. You know what I mean? And that's what people don't really understand. It's more to fucking life than that. You know what I mean? You got to really, me being a supervisor and managing shit, you being that you done been in sales and managed shit and supervised over certain shit. We know what it takes to have the right people in place and to also have the right qualities to do certain things and then make sure everything adequate and make sure everything running, make sure everybody's good. We used to supervising over 20 kids and shit. So, we know how to manage personalities and make shit run as one with a bunch of people. And so a lot of people don't be having the leadership qualities, but want to be a leader, want to be a boss. You're not a boss, and that frustrates them. But it's okay if you're a great position player, play that position, and one day you may grow into being a boss.
Exactly. It's possible. People, it's not, though. You're just going to be whatever position
everybody ain't born a leader. Some people grow into that. Some people follow until they're able to lead their own shit, it's how life is, progression and steps. So for me, I'm never hate because everybody got their own path. God made and rolled out everybody's own path a long time ago. So whatever you doing, however you living, you was meant to live like that. You was meant to do that. So I'm never gonna feel no type of way about that. I'm gonna always congratulate you. So I'm supporting everything when I get home. I don't need it. And then my thing about it too, that lame ass shit y'all be doing. Stop posting the negative shit so quickly. Yeah, motherfuckers, kudos. Y'all don't be going to them fancy restaurants and places.
Y'all do not go to Google and post a comment on they shit. Right. So don't be on Facebook slandering the black-owned businesses just because you had one bad experience.
Exactly.
Hold that shit tight. Hold it together.
Because every time you go to Ruth Chris, that bitch is not busting. Every time you go to the Cheesecake Factory, it's not busting. Every time
you ain't talking crazy to them
because
they get you the fuck up out of there and make sure you don't never come back to that motherfucker.
Exactly.
So you keep your motherfucking mouth shut and they take your $400.
And
Give me that.
Care. Exactly.
Fuck.
They're not playing with you, boy.
So treat us as you treat them. Then, if you're gonna be that way,
Support. All day
support,
Kalamazoo
pussy.
businesses.
Oh, well, with niggas.
Oh,
Support, really support. Stop not supporting niggas and hating and shit. Support.
Stop all that hating, man. Can't Get Right podcast. Your boy really ain't no good in the building with my man.
Your rich Uncle Mike.
Yeah. You know what we doing. So what we on next, Slime? What we talking about next?
Man, it's whatever, man. We can end it off right, man. You know,
end it off right, man.
Give him.
Rookie of the Year.
Oh, of course. You already know what I said last week. Ball.
And
he been looking because wait. He been looking consistent as fuck. He been looking consistent as fuck.
Yeah.
And he just been having he been having what I've been hearing, what people been calling a rookie of the year. So you know. I'm just saying.
Devontae Graham out of the lineup. Yeah, he's definitely taking advantage of. Listen. I'm giving you kudos. He's taking advantage of that position. Yes, he's taking advantage of being out of that position. I mean, Devontae Graham being out of positions. Yes. I've been running with Emmanuel quickly because he started out boom, 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 going crazy for the Knicks and been nice. And I think he'll be a nice piece. Maybe I'm speaking too highly of him with the foundational, but he's just coming out, breaking out, looking nice this year. So I had him as like my dark horse sleeper. I'm going with sleepers and dark horses this year. You know, so I'm trying that a different route, but I'm going with him because he definitely been playing ball up to key, you know, and I think LaMelo definitely been doing his thing. I think, of course, with the name value and the other things going for him, that's, you know what I mean, it's probably going to age his way if he can keep it up. But I just think Emmanuel quickly, you know, been doing it since, you know, he been getting his tick in since the day one, and I think he going to be consistent. But I do think LaMelo ultimately going to roll that up.
And I ain't been wrong. So,
what?
I ain't been wrong this year. I ain't been wrong.
Right. So listen, yeah, you was. Your fucking Clippers was super. Oh, that was last year.
Exactly. Pump your motherfucking brakes and understand what year we in, nigga.
I got you.
Fuck is wrong with you? See how you gotta put your seatbelt on, man.
Man, go put the
seatbelt on, man.
Stop playing. Remember, we used to
have your coat and boots on at the door. That shit was funny. This man called a man, explained a story about him, like basically like getting on one with a nigga and like, you better have your coat and boots on and be outside when I get there. And like, so after he told me this, now I'm the type of nigga, I don't know niggas, I don't be giving a fuck. I don't even be knowing niggas' names. I start calling this nigga coat and boots. He told me this was a nigga that, this was the nigga that he said he told to have his coat and boots on. So I seen this nigga in person in real life. I said, you coat and boots. This nigga answered to that. I called it coat and boots ever since then. It's so many niggas that I done called shit. I don't even know their real fucking name.
It's so that's we call them objects. We call them.
I call niggas, man, that been hooping places calling niggas shit. That's their name now. They be like, what's up, bro? I'm like, what? I don't even know this nigga name. He called that nigga something one day.
Certain people he called Big Shoe. It's a dude he just call him Big Shoe because his shoes just look. It's like he don't even be caring, man. Like. This dude don't be caring.
Niggas is lame as dog shit be answering.
They be answering to it. He called this one man Michael Petrus for like ever. Like,
forever.
An obscure basketball player just called his ass Michael Petrus. Like, what the fuck?
No, like, remember I called a nigga Joanna man and he lost his shit.
Yeah, somebody almost went Bellevue. He lost his shit. Joanna man. He used to call that man Joanna man. That was crazy. That was some of the funniest shit I ever heard. That man used to call that man.
Yeah, I used to be on niggas bumper for no reason though. No reason at all. Just for pure sport and fun. Just, you know.
What happened in black culture? I tell people like bullying be a part of what people consider bullying is just normal shit.
That's normal. That's growing up in black culture.
It's called building character.
That's called surviving and building character. You're not surviving.
You're not surviving. You hit out here. People taking you as candy. You food is fucked up out here. So you had to survive. And that's just what it is. You survive certain shit. It's just what it is. Ain't all bad. But man, you know, you said we at about the end of the show, Slime.
Yeah, man, we gonna get on out of here, man. We had to come and get y'all a solid hour. We said we was gonna get y'all an hour. We weren't gonna hit y'all over the head hour and 30, but we be talking forever, and we get to going and get to rambling and get to just ranting and raving and going the fuck on. So we kept it. We kept it compacted today, and we kept it nice and clean for y'all, so y'all can smoothly listen to it. Y'all motherfuckers act like shit be too long to listen. When we get the popping though, motherfuckers gonna be going back and listening to them shits.
Exactly.
And then our shit's gonna be 2 hours with visuals, and then y'all gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, tap in anyway. So it's like, it's cool. It's gonna be there for y'all to, digest however y'all please. It's there. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. We on Apple, we on YouTube, we on SoundCloud, we on Instagram, we on Facebook. Tap the fuck in. It's Can't Get Right Podcast everywhere. Find us, like, subscribe, share, and listen to us. It's your boy, your rich Uncle Mike.
And this shit boy really ain't no good.
And it's the Can't Get Right motherfucking podcast, season 2, episode 2. Free my nigga Taxstone. We out of here.
Free tax, Audi 5, 1.